Hello, welcome to my video on raycasting. I am Mr. Weirdo, or Omar Huswan by my Roblox username. I'm going to be talking to you about how to detect something in front of a raycast, and then we're going to go to the advanced on making a turret using raycast. So if you want to skip through this part, go ahead. I'll make a time on where I start going into the advanced, but stick around for this if you do not know how to do raycasting. So what we're gonna do is make a part. I use building tools by F3X to get this little part there, and then what you want to do, and this is the front side, and then what you want to do into that part, you want to add a test, and you can just put this down. I already started and had a restart, but you can just put down local part equals script.parent.local raycast, and you can put down this. So what this is doing first, the local raycast, is it's finding, or it is creating a new ray, an invisible beam, and what it's doing is it's at the part's position that we set. So the part is script.parent, and that's the position, and is going straight up on the y-axis 50 degrees, or 50 length. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a while wait loop. While wait do local hit position equals game.workspace find part on ray with ignore list raycast part. So what we did here is what it's doing is it's finding what it's hitting and its position. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a if hit. So it's finding if it hit an object, then we want it to print ray collided with a object. And we're just gonna make it hit destroy. It just destroys the object that it hit. And then we're gonna do an else statement, which is going to do else, meaning if it's not hitting a part, or if it didn't hit a part, we're going to do a print no part detected. So now if we test this out, we can grab a part, extend it, anchor it, and we can run. So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna grab this and we're gonna move it up. So it says no part detected, as you can see, because there's nothing in front of the ray. But if we put this in front of the ray, it says ray collided with object, and it destroyed it. So now we can just move on to the advanced, and that is what we're going to do. So now that we're in the advanced, I deleted the other parts because we don't want extra things printing here. We can make a turret, and this is the front side of the part, and we made a wall, and here's an NPC. I made a turret off of my camera, but you can make it, or if you want a turret, you can make it. So what we're gonna do is in the barrel of the turret, or the part that is the darkest, we're gonna add a script, and we're just gonna start going on with this. Let me open my, alright. So what we need to start making, or start the raycast, first we do want a bullet to make sure that it's actually shooting to where we want it to go. So we're gonna make a part, and we're just gonna do a small part like this. We're gonna turn off can collide, rename this to bullet, and we're gonna put that in replicated storage. I already had one, but we can just delete it. Alright, so what we're doing is we're gonna first get the service of replicated storage. I'm just gonna do rep s equals game get service replicated storage. You can skip through here if you want. This is going to be a long video equals rep reps dot bullet. Okay, so now that we got our bullet down, now we just can start going on with the turret and actually scripting our turret. So we're gonna do another local variable, and what we're gonna do in this local variable, we're gonna do a turret or part, you can name it whatever you want, equals script.parent. So we could do script.parent.parent, but what we only want to do is move the head of the barrel or the head of the turret. So that is what we're gonna do. Now you can make a local variable again and do rate. This is how fast it's gonna be shooting, and that's gonna be half a second. Then we're gonna do a local damage equals 5. Then we're gonna do a local bullet velocity equals 200. That's how fast the bullet is gonna go and in what direction. Then we're gonna do an aggro d equals 100. Now we're gonna do another while wait loop, and we're gonna wait the rate of the bullet or the thing we set it to. Then we're gonna do a local target equals nil, because with the script it's going to find the target, so we can just keep that nil for now. Then we can do a for iv in pairs. So we're doing another for loop, and we're gonna actually loop through the workspace to look for a child. So we're just gonna do get children. And now what we could do from here, we can do a local hum or humanoid equals v find first child humanoid. So what this is doing is it's looping through workspace, looking through all the children and seeing if they have a humanoid. And if it does have a humanoid, it's going to only target that. Local torso equals, we're gonna do the same thing we did for humanoid. Just with torso. Now what we are going to do is another if statement, hum and torso and hum dot health is greater than 0. Then so what this is doing is it's making sure it has a humanoid and a torso, and if it has health that is greater than 0, then it's actually going to start hurting our NPC, our target. And we're gonna do another if statement, and we're going to do torso dot position minus turret dot position dot magnitude is less than aggro direction. Then so we're doing a if then statement, and then we're gonna make another local variable, and we're just gonna do a local bullet ray equals, we're making another raycast dot new turret dot position, and we're gonna do parentheses torso dot position minus turret dot position dot, and then out of the parentheses we're gonna do unit, multiply that by aggro. Now we can make another variable, local hit dot or hit comma position equals workspace find part on ray with ignore list, and we're going to do a bullet ray and the turret. And now we're gonna do a if hit equals torso, then target equals torso. And we're not done yet, so what we just did here is if the bullet hits a person, or if the bullet's raycast hits a person, the target is going to be the torso of the person or the NPC. So now what we're going, and then we're gonna do an else statement before this. Else print no NPC or player. Then we're gonna go down here and we're gonna start a new line, and we're gonna do if target then, so we're doing an if statement. We're gonna do a local body torso. Also, this is working on R6. To make it work on R15, you're going to have to do up here, you're going to have to do, where is our torso part? Torso, you're gonna have to do upper torso or lower torso, which one you want. Then you're gonna do local torso equals target. So now we're gonna make the body or the barrel of the turret, we're going to make it move with the body of the target. So with this, we're just going to do a turret.cframe equals cframe.new turret.position, comma, body torso.position, and we're going to do a local clone bullet equals bullet clone. So what we're doing here is we're just cloning the bullet from where it is in replicated storage, and then we're gonna do a clone bullet dot position equals turret dot position, and then we're gonna do a clone bullet dot parent, so we're setting the parent to workspace, so it's gonna go to the workspace, and from there we're going to make it shoot. So now we can do a clone bullet dot velocity equals turret dot cframe dot look vector, and we're gonna multiply that by the bullet, or by the bullet velocity. So what velocity is the x and y and z axis. So on the y-axis, if you set the velocity to 2, it's going to go up the y-axis at a slow speed. So the higher the velocity, the faster it goes. The lower the velocity, the slower it goes. But with this bullet, it has a drop. So if it's lower velocity, it's going to drop. And if it's a higher, it's going to keep going until it drops. So from here, we're going to do and what it's doing once you do the parent, it's setting the velocity, and then it's going to shoot it from the C-frame of the turret's head and where it's looking, the front position of where it's looking. And you just multiply that by the bullet velocity of 200, and that's just going to make it go. So now what you could do is clone dot touched. So we're making a touched event. So if it touches a character, it will do damage to it. So we're going to do a connect function, and we're just going to do a object hit, or you could just do hit, which I actually will do. We're just going to do a hit, and we're going to do a local hum. We're looking for the humanoid, so we're just going to do hit dot parent find first child humanoid. And we're just gonna make another if statement. We're gonna do hum or humanoid, and we're gonna make it take damage. Take damage, and this should be lowercase actually. Alright, so now if we try this out, and what we actually did up here is the raycast, if it hits a wall, it will not shoot since it doesn't have a humanoid in it. But if it does hit our NPC, it will shoot bullets, making it take damage down here. So if we run this, you can see that it is not shooting and it is not moving since the wall is in the way. But if I move the wall, it starts shooting. I did something wrong. I don't know exactly what happened, but hopefully I fixed it. We can actually test it out if on our player too. So let's just see. Okay, so it's not looking for our player, but if I do, yes, see, alright, it works. So it's not looking for a player, mostly because we are not in R6. It works in R6 only. Alright, that's where we're gonna stop. That's where we're gonna stop today. It's been it's already too long of a video. I'm gonna continue with the series on scripting, and we're going to focus on, so this series is mostly about C-frame, tweening, and I am so sorry about that. This video is mainly on C-frame and tweening. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, thank you for stopping by. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I'll see you into the next video.